initially checked out had defective panels before the screens were defective. Now, in this case, I'll just show you the magnet.
Come on over here. First of all, I want to point something out. This thing still has the plastic. That was never even in somebody's house.
Shipping accident.
It was either broke in the box or as soon as they tried to remove it from the shipping box. But I'll supply it with power and turn the unit on, trying to find the power button.
So that might have come from Best Buy since you're okay.
You can see here where it took a pretty good whack.
Yeah.
That's where it actually suffered the first impact.
That is kind of neat.
Here's a screensaver for you. Now, what I'm looking for at this point is when the set's powered on, we want some kind of recognition that one, the power supply is operational, which we just validated, otherwise we wouldn't have what we see now. And two, the main board or the motherboard is operational. Now in this case, we don't have a lot of visible areas, so what I'm going to do is find a channel button, hit channel up. You see, it just tried to acquire a new frequency. That tells me that the brain is working. If I try the input source button, it just left the tuner and you know, it might have went to PC input or HDMI 1 or something like that. Then I'll turn it off. Okay, now actually comes the hard part of it. I validated that the power supply and the motherboard are functional. So I'm going to pull them out.
So if we wanted to, let's say we're looking for a TV, how could we get one of your TVs?
Well, I think the fastest way to go about that would probably be to set up a business account. You have to talk to Scott. As far as I'm aware, and I'm not really into the sales aspect of it, but I believe you have to purchase 10 minimum.
So you don't sell those? You don't sell those over eBay?
No,
Oh.
just due to the shipping factor.
Oh, yeah.
We try and sell them locally, or our salesmen in Fresno sell group
Big.
repaired
In
groups.
groups.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Scott had said you'd get rid of them all at once. And that was
Yeah,
one.
we
Now-
do have some mom and pop stores around that will put them out for resale, and they'll buy 10, 15, 20 at a time.
They'll come in here and they'll look, oh, with that and that and that. As you can see, nowadays, your TV set is the panel. This guy right here, the part that typically breaks on its way to me, that's the TV set in most cases. Usually everything is modular, that is through a series of wire harnesses. It snaps into the rest of the chassis. And I'll just show you on this guy here.
Where's, they asked earlier about, Mike asked about the capacitors that can light you up a little. Why you don't want to do this at home?
Yeah, that would be on this board, and that's those two guys right there. I've actually had a board in stock for months. It was probably upwards of 6 months. Went to retrieve it, and it shot. Now it's instantaneous release. There's no current there. But it still startles you when you think you've got a dead chassis and you know, hey, it's biting. And there it is. This is the power supply. It supplies all the different supply voltages to the panel, the main board, which are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, also supplies the backlight stream for inside the panel itself. As far as the electronics go, this guy and that guy, that's it. You know, the rest is all the panel. And unfortunately, whether it be plasma, you know, with your glass front, or LCD, the panels are typically what get them in here. Generally speaking, if I get a set that's intact, I can fix it. The only thing that inhibits me would be age of the set, you know, or whether or not we've already parts harvested aboard them so that I can fix it. At that point, basically what would happen is I'll reference this by model number and part number, put it in a database that goes on our network drive so that the other facilities can see what each one another have in stock. And it'll go into, right now, my temporary bin. I got to build some more shelves. But that's about it for the parts harvest. That's where we get our parts to fix these guys. So it's the TV department is literally a self-revolving recycle itself. It's almost like a small recycle facility within itself. Those sets that can't be either parts harvested or repaired reach end of life. That's it. They're stripped down into plastic, metals, gold recovery, things of that nature.